Hey everybody, it's me again, doing another vlog. I've had a few people ask me how I wash my dreads. Some because they want to do it themselves and others just out of curiosity. So I thought I'd do a little video, not getting in the shower, sorry. So what I do when I'm in the shower, well, first of all, since mine are only underneath, I have to separate it, you know, like I've got it. All my normal hair is clipped up, and when I normally just wash this hair, I just stay flipped the entire time, and I just wash it, rinse it out, put conditioner in it, rinse it out, and then I just keep all my dreads tied back and keep them from getting wet. But when I do wash them, you know, I separate it, and then I'll take a rag, like so, and I'll get it wet, and I'll just squeeze it around the dread to dampen it up. I don't get them too wet because that makes them kind of fall apart, especially because they're not mature. And there's different options you can use for soap. I use, it's kind of like almost gone, and it looks kind of gross, but it's supposed to look like that. It's hemp soap. If you go to soulflower.com, soul-flower.com, and you go look at all the incense and soaps and stuff, they've got all natural handmade products and stuff, and this seems to work really good. I just lather it up in my hands, and then I'll like squeeze them into my dread. Sometimes I'll like do this and like bunch them up, you know, get it in there. And then, you know, I just take the wet towel and just rinse them as much as I can. Usually when I'm rinsing them out, I will submerge them underwater. Like I'll just kind of put them under the shower, like let's say the shower's coming down, I'll like, you know, get it out, make sure all of the soap's out. You don't want to leave any of that residue. And then when I get out, I get a dry towel and just basically do the same thing. I squeeze them, you know, soak up all the water as much as possible, and then I just blow dry them and touch them up with my teasing comb, and that's pretty much it. My Tamagotchi, spoke about it in one of my last few videos. Her name's Karma. She is now, I think she's 2 years old, 34 pounds. You know, of course she's not really 34 pounds, it's a virtual pet, you know, whatever. And so yeah, today was my first day bringing it to school, and I'm sitting there like in between like downtime in class, and they're trying to feed him and play games with him and stuff, because like his happiness levels and his hunger levels will go down throughout the day. And I make sure to turn the sound off, of course. And I mean, if it's absolutely necessary, I can always put it on pause. That's the good thing about the newer versions. I've got the 4.5 that you can pause them, so that's always good. I don't think it was my last video, but the video before that, I kind of mentioned something about the chart. Now, if you've seen the L Word, you know exactly what it is. It's a chart with names, and it basically shows how everyone connects through dating, relationships, and sex. I mean, dating, hookups, and sex, you know, whatever. Any kind of love, like, lust relationship of any sort. But anyways, so I decided to make my own, branching off from myself as the center, of course. And I don't know how well you can really see what it looks like, but this is it. It's just got like, because it's got my name, and it's kind of funny, actually I got my name, I go to Aaron, which is my last serious boyfriend from a couple years ago. Aaron goes to Shelby and Callie as well, who, Callie was my ex-girlfriend before the two of them had sex. And I'm also connected to Shelby because she and I have hooked up in the past, like drunk at parties and whatnot. And now she and I are actually kind of talking. So it's kind of funny that all four of us are connected that way. It's the same thing, like one guy that I kind of casually dated once, after I broke up with him, he started kind of dating my old best friend, who I have hooked up with in like middle school, like just making out, whatever. And let me see if I can find another. One of my other girlfriends, she Okay, this is so confusing. Her name's Devin. She dated this guy Kyle, who dated my best friend Chelsea, who hooked up with this guy Jeremy, who I hooked up with. So it's like a little awkward square. And then I've also dated this guy Jordan, who has dated Callie, my ex-girlfriend. And I've also hooked up with this guy Greg, who also dated Callie. And, and back to Jordan. He now dates this girl Emily, who once dated Andrew, who once dated Pam and Mimi, who both dated Jonathan and Brad. It's really weird. And let me find, there's this other one where I hooked up with this guy Zach, who dated my cousin Paige in elementary school, and my one of my really, really good friends, they also hooked up. And this is so funny. I don't know, it's all over the place. It's really fun and crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It's whatever. What else? I was gonna talk about something else. Oh yeah. So I found a frog. His name's Diego. Kind of makes up for my dead caterpillar Cornelius, who I still miss terribly. I found him in my yard the other night, and my friend Devin, who's on the chart, helped me catch him. And last night I went and bought crickets and mealworms, like dead ones. I wasn't gonna mess with live stuff. And I set up my brother's old fish aquarium, and yeah, that's his home. So I'm gonna take you outside to show him to you. Oh no, I only have 25 seconds left. I gotta run so I can show you real quick. Okay. Alright, this is his tank. I got rocks on one side, dirt on the other. Where's he at? Where's he at? I gotta show you. Oh my gosh. 9 seconds. Oh no. Yeah, might have to show y'all another time. Sorry guys.